stuff that's profitable. But if it doesn't reach your target audience or the people that you want to hear your stuff, then like I feel like I'll take the financial loss over I'll take the financial loss and have my audience because those are the people that.
On today's episode, we have Kamalarajah Punitharajah, a voiceover artist who's worked on various films such as Wrathful as an audio engineer, and is a casting director for upcoming feature film Specialist, coming out in late 2026.
This is Sit Downs with SANE.
Welcome to Sit Downs with SANE, and today we're sitting down with Kamalarajah Punitharajah. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. That's great. It's a pleasure having you. Thank you so much for being on the pod. So I know that you're involved in multiple aspects of media and film production, such as casting or even associate direction.
Yeah.
But what would you choose audio over all of those?
I think for me, it would be the freedom of being able to just be myself. Because again, I'm a disabled person, and like I found for me, like the film is like really hard for me to even do because it's a lot of standing and a lot of squatting. And I don't know if you know this, but like it'd be rough sometimes. So like for me, audio is like that one place where I could just be myself. I can be having a fun freedom for all. And also, it's just fun messing with people's voices. It's kind of wacky and goofy.
So you said that it gives you more freedom. Are there any like opportunities that you would have gotten or you've gotten because you were in audio opposed to other forms of production?
Actually, I feel like it's kind of a weird thing where audio is like kind of integrated towards everything where I'm like involved in every other aspect. And also like I do voiceover, I do like commercial, I do sound design as well. So a lot of the time I'm like, even though I'm not like in a film like set, I'm actually like behind the scenes. I'm like working with the audio. I'm like mixing stuff. I'm even getting sounds that you might not even think about. Like again, sometimes you need that perfect like clicking sound just for that perfect key sound, you know? And so it's like audio is like that one kind of forgotten aspect because we're all like kind of worried about the camera, the lights, but realistically, if it doesn't sound good, it ain't gonna be good, you know?
Mm, for sure. And what's your favorite project that you've worked on, audio-wise or otherwise?
Ooh, audio wise, it really depends, but I think I gotta go with like I guess my first intensive audio project was like a project based on the anti-Vietnam protests. Basically, it was a soundscape, so it was like a really funky like experience because I got like archival footage and I got like sound clips from that, but I also got sounds of bombs dropping and like kind of making it feel like you were actually in the space because it's kind of a hard thing with audio because you don't have like a visual picture, but you have to kind of paint it yourself, and so it's like you're kind of like a one-man army when you're a director, like a producer, even an actor. You kind of are playing all those roles because when you don't have like a video, you're kind of just like free for alling and just like trying what works and what doesn't, and you kind of just are experimenting. But I think that project really like solidified like yeah, even as an actor, like if I wanted to do something else, I think audio was like the one that was like yeah, this one I could do like for the rest of my life, and I think that kind of like brought me to audio, I guess.
That's really beautiful to hear you say because I remember actually listening to it. Even like last night, I was re-listening to it, and it was a very immersive experience, even though I couldn't see anything. I was wondering, like, what was the inspiration? Like, was it a school project, or did you do it because you felt connected to that topic or piece?
Originally it was like a school project because again, back in the day, I kind of you weren't I wasn't really exposed to many mediums because a lot of the time I was kind of like more of a theater kid, so and because of the pandemic happening, a lot of the theater opportunities were kind of limited. So like it was like when I kind of got the opportunity to do the anti-Vietnam like project, I kind of was like, oh, let me see what I can do here with because it was like a kind of like a free for all art assignment where everyone kind of chose their ideal medium. And for me, I was like back then I was like I always wanted to be a voice actor, but I also wanted to experiment what audio could be and what what we could possibly push with it. And so my anti-Vietnam protest video, like soundscape was like the gateway for me. And also, I was also currently hating that class, so I was like, I kind of needed to escape from that class a little bit.
For sure. And I was also wondering, like, since you're working on so many different projects and you're known as the audio guy, I was wondering, is there like any dream project that you like to do, whether it be a genre, working for a specific person?
Ooh, I think for me, like I think it gotta be I'm gonna say this, I'm a number one voiceover artist. So like for me, a lot of the projects that I want to be a part of are like kind of like the ones that you kind of don't expect someone to be a part of. Cause I like the feeling of just like it's always a voice actor's like dream to be in a project that no one knows you're in and just being able to be like, hey, I was in that. I was in that. And like also like, if I ever had an opportunity, I would love to be in a dating simulator. I'm gonna be so real.
Okay.
And like low key, I've said this to all my friends. Like, if you ever see me in a dating simulator and end up falling for my character, I'm so sorry.
So like, what exactly is like a a dating simulator for those who like,
Oh yeah. For people that don't know what a dating simulator is, it's for basically people who want to kind of virtually like kind of date their fictional like men and women and occasionally like Colonel Sanders pigeons. It's kind of crazy. There's a lot of dating simulators out there, but like it's the idea of like it was kind of born with like the idea of like a little bit of audio and a little bit of visuals because you're kind of you don't really get scenes with your characters, but you kind of get like the voice, the interaction. So it's like a very interesting medium. And also like if you're ever looking for a current dating simulator, one that really took the storm was Date Everything, which was a object dating simulator where like you could basically date like this blind or like you like I get it. It's a really wild game, but it took like the scene by storm because it had like over like 100 characters. And it was just in one game, and that was just and it was like it's like a crazy thing because there's so many like ways, and also because people are so unique. A voice actor's job is like being an actor, but also kind of understanding like the scene when you're not given like the film or the kind of visuals. Because realistically, sometimes you're just going with like what's written on the paper. So it's one of the things that I will always say like I'm gonna be a number one voice. I'm gonna be a number one lower for voiceover, and I will always try to get into that industry because by golly, it's one of the most fun, but also kind of like interesting like industries to get into because it's like very weird and it's not difficult to get into, but it's like very weird to like get started.
interesting. Because even me, like, I've been recommended to do voice acting.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's ideal because like you're still doing what you love in terms of acting, but nobody knows. It's like a no face, no case, as you like mentioned before. But with like all the dating simulators that you were talking about, I was wondering if you had any like favorite unconventional art or artists.
Ooh, favorite unconventional art or artist. That's like very that's like it's so hard because I feel like I find a person and I'm like, oh my god, that's so unconventional. And then because I'm a person where I can remember their art, but I can never remember names. Because it's like for me, I just like I'm horrible at names even. But I think one that really stood out to me recently. Well, I guess this is a pro on Netflix, which is kind of weird to say. I'm a Netflix hater. I will say this. But one of the shows that I actually recently watched, which I would say is a work of art, was Can This Love Be Translated actually? Because it's actually been like a very interesting auditory kind of experience because it kind of deals with like languages and like the idea of like the main lead being a translator and like you were kind of hearing like like what the person that's talking what they're saying through the main character itself. So like you know how in sometimes you put like subtitles on, right?
Yeah.
They don't actually put subtitles over the people that are speaking in a different language. So realistically you'll only understand the characters through that translator.
Oh,
Yeah. And also in terms of sound design, because it's very auditorily focused, you're kind of already kind of in tune with the audio cues. And like you're sure the visuals are great. It gave me La La Land vibes, but like the audio, that one I was like, God damn. Like I was pissed off when I actually saw that because I never like let this be on the record. I I'm what we call like a Netflix hater for like most shows, but for that show, I will concede my hatred, and I will like we'll say that that was a really good show, and I respected Netflix. You did good on her.
No, I definitely have to try it out now. And unfortunately, you're not a part of the Netflix community, but you can be a part of our community because we have a little tradition here where we have every guest pose another question to a future guest by writing in this book, and then they're able to answer one as well. So, I'm going to open up the book for you. Give me a second. We've had a lot of different guests so far. Okay, if you would do us the honor of reading and answering this question.
Reading and answering this question. Why aren't you trying more to achieve your dreams/goals?
Robyn introspective.
Oh, wait, let me just read that. Why aren't you trying more to achieve your goals and dream goals? I'm gonna be so real. I feel like it's so weird because I'm like the type of person where I'm actually kind of already living the dream in a sense. Because a lot of my goals are just like in pre-production hell right now. So we're like I'm figuring them out, but I'm the type of person that my goals and dreams, I will never like let that sit. So like I'm always like the type of person. I'm not gonna wait until like, oh yeah, I'll wait until next year. I'll wait until I'm gonna do it. So like if I have like a vision in mind, I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's go and do this because I feel like a part of it is like I've lived a life where I was always kind of forced to be like kind of waiting. So like now that I kind of have this like freedom from myself, but also like my own like self-doubt, I'm more I'm more kind of moving towards my future of like I'm not letting anything hold me back from my own creative endeavors. And if that means like I gotta do pre-production hell, or if I gotta do like 50 auditions in one day, I'll do it. But like again, it's like it's kind of fighting the artist, but also like your personal values. Because again, sometimes there are moments where I do doubt myself, but I always have to like come back from my like my foundations of why I chose to be an artist, which is like not money, not fame, but it's actually just finding a voice for myself and finding people that want to hear my voice. Because a lot of the time, I like you can make stuff that's profitable, but if it doesn't reach your target audience or the people that you want to hear your stuff, then like I feel like I'll take the financial loss over I'll take the financial loss and have my audience because those are the people that will die like live and die for me, and those are the people that I want in my community and also in my artistry as well.
Like, I'm just processing all of like the wisdom that you just dropped on us. That was extremely beautiful. I think we need more people like that in the industry because it's very like money hungry, especially in this economy as well. But we need to bring it back to the basics of having art be art and having the art be the message. It was so lovely having you on. And thank you so much again for being here.
No, it was so awesome to be here, and thank you for having me.
And thank you guys for sitting down with us. Stay tuned because there's more at the table on Sit Downs with SANE.